In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 24, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Villanova versus Marquette. The Villanova Wildcats face off against the Marquette Golden Eagles. Earlier this week, Villanova suffered a disappointing home loss to Georgetown, while Marquette secured an impressive road victory against Seton Hall on Tuesday. Notably, Marquette dominated Villanova last season, winning all 3 matchups. The Villanova Wildcats have struggled to find consistency this season and have not proven to be reliable in recent games. They have lost 3 of their last 4 contests, including a tough home defeat on Monday, and have failed to cover the spread in 4 consecutive outings. On the other hand, the Marquette Golden Eagles have demonstrated their potential as championship contenders, dropping only 1 game in conference play thus far. Villanova's defense remains a significant weakness, allowing an average of 107 points per 100 possessions, ranking them 180th in adjusted defensive efficiency. In stark contrast, Marquette's defense has been far superior, yielding just 94 points per 100 possessions. The Golden Eagles rely heavily on their 3-point shooting, attempting an average of 29.5 shots from beyond the arc per game, which could spell trouble for Villanova's defense, currently ranked 325th in 3-point defense. Heading into this matchup, Marquette has suffered just 1 conference loss this season and will enjoy the advantage of playing on their home court. Although the Golden Eagles did lose their most recent home game to Xavier by a close score of 59-57, they have been formidable at home overall. Offensively, Marquette is shooting a solid 44.8% from the field, but it is their defense that has set the tone for much of their success. Villanova, meanwhile, has dropped 3 of their last 4 games, but has maintained a respectable shooting percentage of 47.5% from the field. Despite some decent defensive statistics, the Wildcats have struggled offensively in recent outings, scoring just 63 points in 2 of their last 3 games. While Marquette has experienced occasional struggles, losing 2 of their last 3 games, Villanova's downward trajectory makes it difficult to envision them reversing course in this contest. Marquette stands as the top-rated team in the Big East this season, while Villanova has failed to win or cover the spread in their last 7 games against the Golden Eagles. Given these trends, it's hard to imagine a different outcome this time around. Despite a recent dip in form, Marquette is likely to respond strongly, especially with the support of their home crowd. Meanwhile, Villanova's ongoing struggles against Marquette's aggressive defense will make it difficult for them to find success. Additionally, Villanova's defense is the lowest rated in the Big East, leaving them vulnerable to Marquette's potent offense, which ranks as the 3rd best in the conference. So the Marquette Golden Eagles to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Villanova has excelled in 3-point shooting, boasting an impressive 40% conversion rate from beyond the arc, one of the best marks in the league. Although Marquette's defense is solid when contesting perimeter shots, they rank 205th in overall field goal defense, leaving room for Villanova to capitalize offensively. Meanwhile, Marquette has consistently put up strong scoring numbers, registering 76 or more points in 4 of their last 6 games. Villanova has struggled against high-powered offenses, as evidenced by their recent performances where they allowed 86 points to Creighton and 80 points to St. John's. Furthermore, Marquette has averaged 78 points in their last 6 home games, demonstrating their offensive prowess on their home court. With 8 players contributing in double figures for this game, it's unlikely that enough players will underperform to prevent a high-scoring affair. Marquette's aggressive defensive style will generate numerous fast break opportunities, and if Villanova falls behind early, they will likely be forced to play at a faster pace. This sets the stage for an exciting and high-scoring showdown between these 2 teams. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Michigan versus Purdue. The Michigan Wolverines are making their way to Mackey Arena located in West Lafayette, Indiana for an exciting showdown against the Purdue Boilermakers. If you're looking for a comprehensive prediction for this Michigan Wolverines versus Purdue Boilermakers matchup, keep reading. Currently, Michigan holds the second spot in the Big Ten standings with an impressive season record of 14-4 and a conference record of 6-1. Meanwhile, Purdue occupies the third position in the Big Ten with a solid season record of 15-5 and a conference record of 7-2. The last time these two teams met, Purdue came out on top with a final score of 84-76. The Michigan Wolverines have been somewhat inconsistent recently, struggling to find a steady rhythm. A glaring example of this was their disappointing loss to Minnesota, a game in which they were double-digit favorites. On the other hand, the Purdue Boilermakers are hitting their stride and are arguably playing their best basketball of the season. They have emerged victorious in 7 of their last 8 games and successfully covered the spread in 6 of those contests. Additionally, Purdue boasts a remarkable 9-1 straight-up record at home this season and has demonstrated defensive excellence, allowing fewer than 70 points in 7 of their last 8 games. At this point, Purdue appears to be the more reliable team, and I need to see Michigan perform better in challenging situations like this one. The line set for this game is reasonable, so the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams feature outstanding offenses, combining to average an impressive 161.5 points per game while ranking within the top 22 in the nation in field goal percentage. Purdue has been particularly successful in high-scoring games, going 3-0 to the over in their last 3 home games. Meanwhile, Michigan has been even more consistent, with a 9-1 record to the over in their last 10 games. When comparing the recent offensive and defensive performances of both teams over the last 3 games, throughout the season, and in home-away splits, the numbers suggest a projected total of 150 points. Taking into account the average pace of 71.3 possessions per game, we arrive at a final projected total of 151 points. The bookmakers have set a solid line here, and while it could go either way, I am leaning toward a high-scoring contest. Michigan's recent play supports the likelihood of an offensive battle. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. UCLA versus Washington. It's a Big Ten showdown as the 13-6 UCLA Bruins travel to Seattle to face off against the 10-9 Washington Huskies. These teams are no strangers to one another, having been fierce competitors in their days as Pac-12 rivals. The Bruins have dominated their head-to-head matchups, emerging victorious in 9 of the last 10 encounters. This historical edge sets the stage for another intriguing battle. UCLA head coach Mick Cronin's visible frustration with his team's recent performance appears to have ignited a spark within the squad. The Bruins are riding a 2-game winning streak, fueled by contributions from players across the roster. Now, they aim to extend that streak to 3 games against a Washington team that has encountered significant struggles in Big Ten play. UCLA boasts the second-best scoring defense in the conference, a strength that will likely prove decisive against a Huskies squad that ranks last in the Big Ten in field goal shooting. Additionally, while the Bruins are just 9th in conference rebounding, they should hold a clear advantage on the boards against Washington, which is second to last in rebounding. Although the Bruins have a modest 1-3 record in true road games this season, their lone road victory on the West Coast came against Gonzaga. Notably, their 3 road losses all involved lengthy trips across the country. This game, a shorter and more familiar journey to Seattle, should present fewer challenges, as the Bruins have plenty of experience facing the Huskies from their Pac-12 days. With Washington currently on a 6-game losing streak and fielding one of the Big Ten's weakest offenses, UCLA should be in a strong position to capitalize. Washington's forward, Great Osauber, provides a dominant presence in the paint, which gives the Huskies some hope of keeping this contest competitive. However, UCLA has its own standout in forward Tyler Bilodeau, the team's leading scorer, averaging 15 points per game. Bilodeau showcased his skill against Wisconsin's 7-feet Stephen Kroll, scoring 16 points while holding Kroll to 11. This matchup could shift the focus to the guards, where UCLA holds a distinct advantage. The Bruins' offensive efficiency is far superior, as they rank 59th in KenPom compared to Washington's 141. This This difference becomes even more pronounced when examining the adjusted efficiency margin, where UCLA's plus 18.96 significantly outpaces Washington's plus 7.61, reflecting an 11-point advantage for the Bruins. While playing at home may provide some comfort for Washington, their 8-4 home record is not particularly dominant, especially considering their 2 recent home losses in Big Ten competition. Adding to their troubles, UCLA has historically dominated this rivalry, winning 9 of the last 10 matchups and covering the spread in all but one of those victories. So the UCLA Bruins to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Both teams have been involved in high-scoring games recently, with a combined 12-3 record to the over in their last 15 contests. Despite being ranked just 15th in the Big Ten in scoring, UCLA has found its rhythm offensively, putting up 85 and 94 points in their last 2 wins. The Bruins are well positioned to exploit Washington's defense, which ranks 14th in the conference in scoring defense. Meanwhile, Washington will likely aim to push the tempo, as they rank 126th nationally in pace of play. They'll also try to capitalize on UCLA's struggles with turnovers, as the Bruins sit last in the Big Ten in turnover margin. This combination of factors suggests a fast-paced game with plenty of scoring opportunities. The Bruins' efficient offense should continue to thrive, and the Huskies, leveraging their pace and transition opportunities, are likely to contribute enough to drive this game over the projected total. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.